Okay, so the cards are all upright. I'm allowing for reversals. I am dropping into getting very grounded with my guides, spirit team here, and asking for what this next year will be like for Hakeem Jeffries. How well will he be able to do as minority house speaker for the Democratic Party? Okay. All right, so forces in motion, greatest challenges, what he does have control over, how he's done from the past, what's hanging over him with not as much control, near future, what he's attracting, how others are influencing the situation, distant future, and the outcome for this one right here. The outcome for this year, and of course I'll take the 2 off the bottom. Okay. Forces in motion. Four of Cups. Yeah, a lot of offers he's not going to like. My goodness. With the 4 of Cups in that situation, I mean, politically, I feel like he's feeling stuck and he's refusing offers. But he's contemplating a lot. He's going within. It's just like, no, I'm not taking that bait. All right, his greatest challenges with the Judgment card would be to put it in the reverse position, right? So, or either way, if I read it straight up, his greatest challenge here would be to maybe have the best judgment he possibly could, to have that clarity and to continue to honor his inner call and, to have a good start, to have opportunities. But if we read it in the reversal, which I feel is more the case, I think he's feeling let down and maybe doubtful about what he can actually accomplish. And then down here at the base, but what he does have control over is to not betray himself. And when it comes to his past, we have the Wheel of Fortune, but it's reversed. So he hasn't really, he's been stuck. This would indicate the even though it's a number 10, of the majors. This would indicate the 15 different. My goodness, the 15 votes that he had to sit through. Yeah. What's hanging over him without much control is the Hermit reversed. So he's going to be going through a lot of deception. People are going to be lying, and this is the thing. And he might even feel kind of lonely about it. He's and sad. He's going to be holding space for the just the craziness, right? In his near future, he's going for it. He's doing everything he possibly can. What he's attracting is, I think this would be the Republicans. This would be family fighting. This would be infeuding. This would be the Republicans restricting money, for certain projects. How others are influencing the situation. They are lying, cheating, and stealing. So again, this has to be the GOP. His distant future, he's going to be holding down a lot of challenging feelings about that. And just, having to hold it in. And his outcome with the Page of Swords, well, this could be bad legal news. It could be, just legal issues and manipulation and people playing head games on him is what I'm getting there. That's what I just heard. The two cards at the bottom, we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. We had this in someone else's reading too. I think it was George Santos. This would be holding on, and holding on to what's right and true and with integrity. That's at the base there. Okay, so for those of you that don't like Kipper, we're done. For those of you that like Kipper, I'm going to ask the same question, and we'll get that. Okay, let's do a mini grand tableau here on Hakeem Jeffries' first year as a minority speaker. I sure like the way he reads the alphabet. That was a great speech. I can't believe he carried it all the way through to the end. That was great. Okay, Hakeem Jeffries. All right. Okay, we'll take these at the bottom. Oh, he's down here on the bottom of the deck. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, with support it looks like. Okay, that's good. Okay, he's going to be working. He will have some loyal support from more than just the rest of his peers, I feel. But for quite a bit, this is like that Four of Cups. For quite a bit of the time, he's just waiting, and he's waiting on the community, maybe waiting on us as well to help him try and get something new going, a new start there. But we have the coffin, okay, coffin courthouse, false person, yeah. These cards are pretty much confirming the tarot so far. Okay, so reading the Four Corners, this literally is him as the minority house speaker is what I'm getting with this one. And that's his job, right? That's his job. And it's new. He's got a, he's got a fresh start. This is interesting to have, it doesn't have to be money. In this deck, Chiro named it unexpected, or, the gals that helped him create the deck, because he's not a reader himself. I bet he's good at it now, though, after all these years of creating decks. But this card is rewards, but they're unexpected, the types that you don't, it doesn't have to be money. This can be a contract. This can be just anything that makes you feel happy that's unexpected. And it could be something, suddenly that happens. It could be, money. There is that possibility. But I don't know that, he's looking for a handout with money. So we could just say, rewards and support. So the four corners are pretty good. Well, let's go with this one in the middle first, because it knights to the four corners, right? So to combine that, we're talking about lying, cheating, deception with the house GOP. And so he's working, maybe in as many small ways as he possibly can, to just change, to bring in a new, because, you know, kids, especially when you look at this, in this card, this is Sasha, Chira Marchetti's daughter, when she, if I can get it to focus there without a glare, come on, there we go. That was her when she was little. I love that. So anyway, and she's the one that, you know, that pretty much helps him do all the shipping and everything. So, but the child card has this other, you know, you notice she's looking up and there's like this fresh, innocent perspective. So I feel like he's working to bring that in. I mean, when we think about the way he read the alphabet, that said it right there. And I think he's going to be rewarded for his new, fresh perspective. Outside of, you know, being stuck in this box of dishonesty and lies and enemies and, you know, people who are just cheaters. So there's that. Okay, now I'm drawn to the coffin card here. It knights up to the community card. The community card used to be my J6, you know, but that committee has dissolved. So now this card is in the context, you know, now has to be, I would think his, you know, everyone else in the Democratic Party that has some control over the negativity and that can help end maybe the money that's coming in. Maybe there's something that he does throughout the year that, you know, like working in conjunction with Sheldon Whitehouse, because we have this card knighting here. And maybe it's maybe there's a new committee, maybe there's already one and I just don't know about it, for, because when I haven't watched one of Sheldon Whitehouse's videos in quite some time. He has his own YouTube channel. If you're, you know, didn't know that, you might want to subscribe just to support him, even if you don't watch. And I am guilty of not watching in quite some time. So I'm wondering if there's already, because I remember he would get on the floor and say, you know, thank you, Mr. whatever, so-and-so. So that could be, this could be him working with Sheldon Whitehouse to investigate, right? Because we have all the communications and documents, and investigate the cheating that's been going on. These two cards knight together here. This hangs down over it. It's like, you know, at this focal point here. See what, catch my drift? And this all adds up to tracking, is the word I just heard. Tracking the money that goes from these cheating people, comes and goes from these cheating people. And then these cards here leading up. So if this is Sheldon Whitehouse or whoever this is, it's not Hakeem, because he's actually here. Whenever you're reading on a person, they're the main, you know, person. But this is someone supporting him with documents and communications on the cheaters, and that can bring in a judicial process and make for a very painful ending. And I feel like he's involved in all of that, probably behind the scenes this year. We have an investigation. We have, you know, the documents being delivered. The judicial process is all here. And a painful loss, I think, for the GOP House, because this card knights to, and you know, we can read the cards in from different layers or levels, however you want to, different perspectives. This to me spells out GOP here, GQP, right? cracking up thinking of all of Mimi's comments with, she replaced Kevin's K with a Q. So anyway, the marriage card here is a bond. Connecting here. And a bond with the Democrats. I'm just going to call this card the Democrats. And they have some power over all the lies. I think they're going to be fighting like they never have before. We're going to be seeing that, I believe. Because of these cards here, I believe that there's going to be quite a bit of charges coming down the pike. The process, maybe hearings, lots of hearings, investigations and hearings. And he's involved. And so here we have him and his ambitions, legal ambitions, a lot of legal ambitions, and that movement, that's the trajectory for him. Wow. Okay, cool. So he's going to do what he can. He's going to work really hard. He is definitely going to be working really hard. And I do feel that the Democrats will as well. Okay, well, thanks, you guys. Hope you're doing well. Big hugs. Bye.